Your words are your most powerful tools of persuasion. They have the ability to ignite social movements that can change the course of history, stir emotions during an inspirational speech, or simply make someone smile during the day. But what if silence is just as persuasive and inspirational as speaking is? Well, here at the Broward Commons Plaza, student participants of the Day of Silence and March Against Injustice support the adage that sometimes silence speaks louder than words, and here's how. The Day of Silence, which began in 1996 at the University of Virginia, has expanded to one of the largest student-run movements toward harassment-free school environments. Student participants take a vow of silence during the day to raise awareness about anti-lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender harassment. I spoke with Shauna James of the Latino, Lesbiana, and Gay organization at Rutgers University about the importance of this event and the moment participants can finally speak at the Breaking the Silence rally.
Breaking the Silence rally is that moment where everyone is just able to express their emotions of how the day went. I think the Day of Silence is important because it just builds awareness of the harassment, the bullying, the name-calling that a lot of LGBT students face around the world. I think the march is important because it makes us more visible, I believe. When we walk down the street of College Avenue, students are like, what you're talking about, and they start listening to what we're saying, whatever, and they're like, oh, oppression, injustice. And, it just kind of puts us out there, whatever. And I think it's important for us to be put out there because it's not talked about.
Speaking cards are handed out by the participants, explaining the goal of the Day of Silence. Please understand my reasons for not speaking today. I am participating in the Day of Silence, a national youth movement bringing attention to the silence faced by lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender people and their allies. My deliberate silence echoes that silence, which is caused by anti-LGBT bullying, name-calling, and harassment. I believe that ending the silence is the first step toward building awareness and making a commitment to address these injustices. Think about the voices you are not hearing today. Those in attendance spoke about their reasons for participating and how they hope their silence will impact the community at large.
It's important because it brings attention to violence against gay people and their allies, and it's a big symbolism thing.
It's great to see that the LGBT, they're breaking the silence here. We believe that God loves them, and that it just angers me every time I see people that say that God doesn't love them, that we just want to say sorry on behalf of the times that they've been hurt.
After like an hour of really being silent and trying to communicate, the only way I did it was writing notes. It just kind of made me a little bit sad because it really hit home the fact that there are so many people that don't speak about their sexuality at all, and can't talk to their family members, can't talk to even their best friends, or people in their communities, and it just made me really emotional.
From a day of silence to finally breaking that silence, student participants of today's march showed the Rutgers community that you don't always have to speak to make the loudest impact. For RUTV, I'm Marianne DePadua.